Good morning, everyone. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I'd like to welcome you to today's Daily Dose of Awesome. And if we haven't met before, I'm Becky Graff. And today on our Daily Dose of Awesome, we are going to be talking about 2 simple steps to increase your personal value so you can attract an audience of raving fans, okay? So as you're hopping on, drop me who you are, where it is you're coming in from, so I can give you a shout out. If you're catching this on replay, go ahead and give me a hashtag replay. Hi, is it Jarl from North Carolina? Fran, thanks for hopping on. Great to have you. Chuck, good to see you again, my friend. All right, you guys. So 2 simple steps to help you increase your personal value so you can attract an audience of raving fans. Hey, Mel, thanks for hopping on. So I'm curious, what is it, hey, Adrian, that attracts people to each other? Okay, start dropping your ideas in the comments. What are things that attract you? Think about it. What attracts you to another person? Whether that's in a personal setting or in a business setting, okay? Hey now, that's right. Hey Adrian. Tracy, thanks for hopping on from Alberta. Okay, so let's think about this. SD from Hawaii, thank you for hopping on. So we are attracted to people from a variety of different things, right? Maybe it's their looks, maybe it's their personality, maybe it is their leadership, maybe it is their kindness, their authenticity. Hey Samra, good to see you. Good to see you, dear. Maybe it's the way that they view the world. Maybe it's their ambition, okay? There's a lot of things that cause us to be attracted to other people. Chuck says a servant's heart. Jan says their smile. Absolutely, right? There's all of these things that make another person attractive, okay? And the cool thing is that attraction actually has a lot to do with, your subconscious view of who they are, their leadership and their personal value. Lara says their humor. Hey Craig, thanks for hopping on, okay? So all of these things, we're attracted to people because we sense in them a high level of value, right? Their personal value is high, and also their leadership, okay? And so we all want to be attractive, right? If that's you, we want people to reach out to us. That's how come we're doing attraction marketing. If that's you, drop me a 1 in the comments. Hello, Nana from Ghana. Great to have you here. Good morning, Ray. Thanks for hopping on. So I'm going to give you 2 simple steps to increase your personal value so that you can attract your audience of raving fans, okay? And they're very simple. And number 1 is to believe you have true value to offer others and then take action, okay? A lot of times it might be hard, especially when you're getting started, to believe that you have something to offer, right? I'm so new, who's gonna listen to me? If you've ever thought that, give me a hand raise in the chat box. Hey Valentine, good to have you here. Tracy, thanks for hopping on. Awesome, lots of 1s coming through, okay? Everybody wants people reaching out. We wanna be attractive people. Hey Tim, thanks for hopping on. Okay, so here's the thing. When you start out, you may not feel like you have very much value to offer somebody. And at different levels in your business, you may feel like maybe, you've shared everything that you have to share. And so you get a little bit stuck with, okay, what do I do next, right? So here's the thing. Every single person has something of value to offer another person, okay? Maybe you haven't taken the time to take a look at what that might be, or maybe you're just confused about what value is in relationship to another person's perception, okay? So here's the thing. The value, personal value, and believing that you have value comes down to a bit of personal development. We hear that all the time in our space, right? Personal development, you got to work on personal development. Make sure you're reading good books, right? All these things are to help us to grow, and it's so that we can develop into a better version of ourselves, right? Excuse me. So I'm curious, what tends to happen? Hey, Anne-Marie, thanks for hopping on. What tends to happen either when you're starting out or you're going through this transformational stage to those that are around you? Is everybody around you super happy that you're going through these changes, that you're changing your belief in yourself and you're making a change? Or are they maybe a little bit resistant to the idea that you're moving into a different space and they're making snide comments and different things either in front of your face or behind your back? Have you ever had that happen? If you have, drop me a 2, okay? Because here's the thing. When you make a decision to start believing something different in yourself and make a decision to increase your value, hey baby, then they are going to, baby, just a second, sweetheart. Just a second, sweetheart. Okay, 2 seconds, you guys. 1 second. I have a little friend on today's daily dose. Okay, so as you start making a shift, people may not recognize what it is you're going to do. And the same thing kind of happens when you think about like an office situation, right? If you all have been at the same playing level and then somebody gets a promotion, a lot of times there is a little bit of a struggle with the people who didn't get the promotion viewing the promotee as somebody who now has authority and value and leadership. This is on live, okay? And so it's really difficult also for the person who is promoted to transition as well, right? They start thinking like, oh my gosh, now I have all these responsibilities. These people are looking up to me. Am I gonna screw up? Do I have all the skills necessary? If this sounds familiar to you guys, drop me a 3 in the comments. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. Yep, she was downstairs watching a show with her friend, or with her sister, but needs to be with Mama because Mama just got back from a long trip. So if this resonates with you, if you've ever experienced either family and friends having that resistance to what you're creating, drop me in 3 in the comments, okay? Because it's something that we all experience at some level. And anytime that we step out of our current circumstances and start going through the change process, we have to update our belief about ourselves, okay? Anne Marie says, my case, it scares my spouse, I think. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe it is a spouse that doesn't understand quite where this is going to go. There's a little uncertainty, right? And so we have to update our belief about ourselves. And sometimes that can be really difficult because of all the negative feedback that we might be hearing, whether it's a spouse, whether it's family, other family members, co-workers, people that don't, understand what it is that you're trying to create in your vision, right? However, it is essential that we change and grow so that we can increase our value not only to ourselves, but to those that we are around. That requires taking the initiative to move yourself from where you are to where the best version of yourself is, right? Through developing those skill sets. Cool, awesome. We got all 3s coming in. Fantastic, tons and tons of 3s coming in. Awesome, okay. So you guys, let's see. Ray says, 3, hard for others to see our changes. Yep. And Marie says, he's scared for me. He doesn't want me to be swindled. Okay, yeah. So these things are conversations, Anne-Marie, to have with your spouse about what this is, right? So that you can make a plan together and move forward together, okay? So first, those actions and behaviors that we have to do, right, are going to be awkward in the beginning. But when we practice them over and over again, they're going to become behaviors, right? That are going to help us become who we need to be in order to get the results that we want. How many times in the industry have we heard people say that, you know what, I struggled until I started working on my personal development and making consistent behavioral changes, and then all of a sudden things shifted, right? That's what we have to do. Cool, lots of 3s coming in here. Every single leader, you guys, has been there. And belief in yourself, belief in what you want to create comes before your results, because belief leads to actions and actions lead to behaviors, right? Then they become something ingrained in us. Knowing and believing you have true value to give others builds confidence and the abundance mentality that you need to be an effective leader, okay? So that's tip number 1, you guys. Tip number 2 is to always be in a state of learning and then teach others. Okay,
what are you talking about?
I'm talking about increasing our learning so that we can be valuable to other people. Okay, so the quickest way to increase your results and increase your value to the world is to acquire knowledge through education and experience, and then to share it with others, okay? So let me ask you this question. All right, so how are you increasing your value to the world? Okay, what is it that you're reading? Are you reading blog posts? Are you reading books? How about articles? Okay, what are some of the things that you are doing to increase your value to the world? Where is it that you're going to gain your knowledge? Okay, what are the things that you're listening to? You guys, you're on the DDA right now, right? You're increasing your knowledge about something, right? You're here to get a breakthrough, something that you can take forward into your business, into your life, correct? Okay, podcasts, audiobooks. Okay, what skills are you guys developing? Are you developing copywriting? Are you writing headlines? Are you writing blog posts, ads, emails? Are you learning how to do metrics? Are you figuring out how to put a funnel together? Are you figuring out how to use technology like Zoom and three-way messenger and things that maybe you're not used to doing and you're moving on to the online space. Content creation, you're putting your content out there, your thoughts, your feelings out there for other people to see. Are you doing online marketing? Maybe you're doing webinars and building out funnels. Email marketing, you're writing emails to people, learning how to communicate through the written word. Video marketing, Facebook Lives, you guys. All of these are different skills that you are developing. And if you think about it, that's a lot, right? If you think that's a lot, give me a 5 in the chat books. Jan says yes to all the above. Colleen says Tony Robbins, Brandon Bouchard, and Ray Higdon, fantastic. All great people in our space, absolutely. Okay, so we're learning a lot, you guys. So is it reasonable that even if you're brand new in your opportunity, that you might have learned something at some point in your life that you might be able to share with somebody else? Can you teach somebody something? Okay? If you can, drop me a 6 in the comments, okay? Because here's the thing. It does not have to be something huge that you teach somebody, okay? What you think is not a big deal may be massive to another person. It's all about perspective, okay? And sometimes it's super easy for you to share something, and for a newbie, right? Like I said, it might be just the breakthrough that they were needing, and you don't feel like it was very big or very insightful. Okay, cool. Got a lot of 6 coming in here. Fantastic. Awesome. Okay, so you guys, you just simply taking the time to share your perspective with somebody else is value and is increasing your value. Did you recognize that? That when you share anything, your insights, you're increasing your personal value and you're being valuable to somebody else, okay? So think about this. Many of you on here were at No Excuses over the weekend, the last No Excuses 10 in Vegas. Every single person who talked on stage was extremely valuable, right? If you thought, so give me a 10 in the chat box. If you were there and you thought what you learned at No Excuses was extremely valuable, drop me a 10, okay? I'm curious how many of you were there and what you thought of the event, okay? And as those are rolling through, I'm gonna continue. So if you're increasing your value to others and stepping further, when you do that, you increase your value to others and you're stepping into the role of a leader, okay? So, and I'm curious about this. Content creation. Okay, cool. Got a lot of 10s coming in. Awesome. Content creation, on a previous live that I've done, I've seen that a lot of people get really nervous about content creation. What am I going to say? How do I share this? Have I said it before? Do I have any insights? Okay, there's a lot of nervousness about content creation and the perceived amount that needs to be out there. So I'm curious, if we stop looking at content creation as something that you have to create for others, okay? Oh, I've got to get all this stuff out for my audience. And we started looking for opportunities. Oh, I got you. And we started looking for opportunities to learn something and then share a nugget of knowledge with other people, and that you're just sharing what you learned that day. How might that eliminate the stress?
This is the page.
Yeah. How might that eliminate the stress of content creation?
This is the
Jan says, people remember how you make them feel. Always leave people wanting to be around you again. Off the hook, so valuable. Awesome. I'm glad you guys have value. Cool, you have yes coming in. So if you're focused on increasing your value, you guys, if you're focused on reading something new, listening to, learning any type of skill, and doing a short Facebook Live about your takeaway of that, short snippet of your takeaway from that content, what might that do for you and what might that do for your business? I'm curious. What might that do? If you take the shift from, oh my gosh, I have to create all this content, to, you know what, I'm super excited to learn this and I'm going to share my little takeaway that I had. How might that shift the idea of content creation for you in your mind? Okay? Because if you're focused on increasing your values through personal development and gaining knowledge, you're never going to run out of content to share with your audience. And you're going to be increasing your value and attractiveness daily. Okay? That's going to be huge for your guys' progression. Okay? So again, you guys, hope you found this valuable. Number 1 tip is to believe you have true offer to offer others and then take action. And number 2 is to always be in a state of learning and then teach others. And just, you guys, just by virtue of being part of this amazing community, you're increasing your value because of the skill sets and the knowledge that you are gaining. And add in personal development and you have a winning combination that will help you attract a following of raving fans. So if you got value, drop me a #value. And tune in tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern for another valuable episode of your Daily Dose of Awesome. Wishing you guys all a fantastic day. Jan, passion attracts others. Get passionate about growing. Cool. Lots of value. Thank you so much, you guys, and we'll talk to you. Join us tomorrow for your next Daily Dose of Awesome. See ya.